Today, we're going to take a deep dive into Dcodex. We're going to explore their DApp Live. We're going to break down how their MEV engine works. And most importantly, we're going to look at proofs whether this thing is actually doing what it claims. So if you want to find all that out, make sure that you watch till the end. All the links will be in the description. Now here we are in the official website of Dcodex. Now this is where we're going to find out about the technology that is behind this, what strategies do they use? How are they able to ensure that they make profit? And of course, we're going to take a look at the DApp itself, how you can get started and what sort of information that you can get here. And we're going to take a look at the proofs, that, this platform, their strategies, their technology is actually working. So if you open up the website, we can get a bunch of information, especially about you'll notice, they're going to talk about the MEV engine. And if you go down there, you can see multiple features, multiple different technologies like the meme pool simulation engine, adaptive AI strategy engine, block level yield optimization, multi-layer production. And this is basically their technologies. And these are their different strategies that they use, which of course is going to become really complicated. So I'm going to make it very simple for you, how it actually works. Crypto is extremely volatile, and it is possible that for same asset to have a different price on one exchange and to have a completely different price on another exchange. And what people do here is they buy that asset where its price is low, and they sell the asset where the price is high, and they pocket the difference. That's called arbitrage. That is something that we are aware of. But since prices move really, really fast, it's not humanly possible, or it's not easy for people to, do this manually, buy cheap, sell high on different exchanges. But a bot is automated. It can do all these things. Now, this arbitrage, it's the simplest form, we're talking about the simplest form of arbitrage trading here, but it gets a lot more complicated. It gets a lot more complex as we move forward. So first of all, we have the arbitrage, to have, if an asset has a different price on one decentralized exchange and its price is higher on another decentralized exchange, they can do the arbitrage trading here. And if it has a different price on a centralized exchange and a different on decentralized exchange, that's where arbitrage is also possible. Or if you have a stable coin that's price, sometimes it drops below $1, it's sort of get depegged for a moment, and they can do the same thing with stable coins as well. And the one thing that's really interesting here that's we're going to focus on is sandwich and front running. Now, this is very interesting. This is where this MEV engine comes in. Actually, it comes into all these places, but we're going to talk about this very specifically. So what happens is if there is a very large trade, whenever someone makes a very large trade, it's not settled instantly. It enters into a meme pool, which is basically a waiting area before it gets validated or verified. So what their MEV engine does is it spots these high transaction, high or volume transactions that has the ability to impact the price. They run this simulation, which you can read about more somewhere here, I think. They talk about the meme pool simulation engine. It runs a simulation that if this transaction actually goes through, how much impact is it going to cause on the price? So let's say their MEV engine, it spots a transaction, a huge buy order, and it runs a simulation that tells the bot that after this transaction takes place, the price is going to increase, let's say by this percentage. Now, once it spots this, it takes benefit of this opportunity by placing its own buy order before that actual trade. So what happens is it spots the transaction, it's going to take place. It, places its own buy order transaction before that. And afterwards, when the transaction takes place, the price is increased, the bot sells. So in that way, it creates, the bot trades, sandwiches the actual trade, and it benefits from that. And that's basically how it works. This is the sandwich and front running. It predict and act on large transactions. And there are multiple other strategies that you can do. First of all, we have this adaptive AI strategy engine. So it's adaptive. It can change its strategy based on, the stats, the information that it's getting. We have artificial intelligence here, and this basically, they have multiple different strategies, and the MEV engine, it identifies which strategy is the best here. Then we have block level yield optimization. We have multi-layer protection, so they ensure consistent profits. And these are the different strategies. We've talked about the sandwich and front running. Then we have liquidation. There are different places where people take out loans by keeping their crypto as collateral. But if the price of that collateral is dropping at a point when it gets liquidated, the platform itself, it incentivizes, it provides bonus to people who actually liquidates them. And this is where this MEV engine comes in. It becomes that liquidator and it earns that bonus. We have JIT liquidity. If there is a large transaction that is going to take place that needs liquidity, and the liquidity providers, of course, they get fees for providing liquidity. This bot provides that liquidity, and it benefits from that fees. First of all, they're decently backed by capital, so they have enough for these strategies. We have backrunning, we have time-banded attacks, we have MEV boosts and PBS auctions, the different strategies. But if you go into it, it's going to get complicated. But this is how their MEV engine, this bot, works, and it ensures consistent profit taking. And because of that, what they get, what we get is average monthly return that is about 15%, which is very, very decent. And we get an annualized target yield that is about 180%. We have complete transparency, which we're going to take a look at in a bit. And these are different advantages, and it explains how it works, which I'm going to show you guys right now. So the first thing that we're going to do here for you guys to get started is you're going to open up this DApp, which will be linked in the description. You are going to connect your wallet, although it is, it's going to add compatibility for other exchanges. For now, it's for Solana and Binance Smart Chain. So afterwards, they're going to move to other exchanges as well. So you're going to connect your wallet. I connected my MetaMask wallet. And after that, you're going to activate MEV engine. You're going to deposit funds, and you're going to start automated strategies. And once your wallet is connected, you can easily deposit. Simply click on deposit. You can select the currency that you want to go for, and you will, basically send the amount right here in this address. And that's how you can easily deposit here. Once that is done, we have the engine starts scanning meme pools. It executes in milliseconds, uses all those different strategies to take profit, and it is shared with them. Of course, they take a fees because they are running that bot. If you come to the subscribe tab here, this is where we can see all of these, I would say, packages. For instance, we have this Vault 360, in which we're going to deposit for 360 days. The subscribe amount minimum is $1,000 or $100,000. Actually, not dollars, it's in USDT. This is the profit split that we have, which you can see it changes. We get a higher percentage when the lock-in period is higher. If you go for lower lock-in periods, the profit taking, you can see it changes, and we get lower percentage. So once you have deposited USDT, you can easily click on any of these where, whichever that you are interested in. You're going to put in the amount, minimum 1,000 USDT, maximum 100,000 USDT, and you click on confirm. In this, you get a monthly ROI that is between 10 to 20%, which is pretty decent, an average of 15%. And that's how you can get started. You can start earning yield. And since you deposit stablecoin, you don't have to worry about, them getting devalued. So even if the lock-in period is higher, it doesn't really matter. And this is where it actually shows the sandwich trades that the MEV bot is doing. And we can actually, check the proofs. So this one is, we're checking for Solana. It shows the total profit that it has taken. And it's different in BNB and it's different in Sol. Right now, it just started and it has already, taken a profit of 2 Sol, which for now is, small, but the bot actually just started. And here we can actually take a look at the proofs. So this is just 1 minute ago, and this is the 2 Sol trade, and we can actually verify the transactions ourselves. We can verify that the bot is actually working. And this is how the bot works. This is how we can benefit. This is a California-based fintech company. They hold a US MSB license and they have a registered capital of $10 million. So we can rest assured that everything here is legitimate and everything here is absolutely safe. I think this is a really good way for us to earn, a decent percentage monthly and yearly. And that's something that we should definitely benefit from. So I'll give you guys the links that will be in the description. I'll share the referral link as well, so you can use that when you register. And so make sure that you do that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video shortly. So stay tuned.